Welcome to Bar and Courts. This video will explain the provisions of arrest before judgment as per Order 38 of the Code of Civil Procedure 1908. Let's consider this illustration first. Akash here owes some money to Shreya for the goods sold to him. But Akash denies owing any money and says he is leaving India. Shreya therefore files a suit against Mr. Akash for recovery of money and files an application for his arrest before judgment under Order 38 Rule 1, along with an affidavit stating Mr. Akash is about to abscond or leave the local limits of the jurisdiction of the court to delay the proceedings. The civil court will pass an order that as per Order 38 Rule 1, arrest warrant is issued against Mr. Akash to show cause why he should not furnish security for his appearance. Order 38 Rule 1 makes provisions for arrest whereby if the plaintiff, that is Ms. Shreya in our illustration, satisfies the court by an affidavit that the defendant, that is Mr. Akash, has or may abscond to delay the proceedings or has disposed of his property at any stage, the court may issue a warrant to arrest the defendant. The defendant may not be arrested if he pays sufficient amount to satisfy the plaintiff's claim. Under the provisions of Order 21 of the Civil Procedure Code 1908, a creditor, that is Ms. Shreya in our case, who has a claim against her debtor, that is Mr. Akash, has to first obtain a decree against him and execute the said decree by having him arrested or his property attached in execution. The creditor, however, can move for the arrest of the debtor or for the attachment of his property even before the judgment under Order 38 of the CPC. Before we proceed, subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell to get updates on new videos for all law subjects. The main object of this provision is to enable the plaintiff to realize the amount of decree if a decree is eventually passed in his favor. Also to prevent the defendant to defeat the execution of such decree passed against him. The courts are expected to take due care after considering the circumstances while granting such a relief, being a drastic one. In the case of Wareed Jacob versus Sosama Grivargis, it was held that before a court acts under this rule, it must have reason to believe on adequate material that unless the power is exercised, there is a real danger that the defendant will remove himself or his property from the jurisdiction of the court. An application for arrest can be made at any time, even before the service of summons. In the case of Seth Chand Mul versus Purushottam Das, it was held that before this extraordinary power can be exercised, the court must be satisfied about the following two conditions. The first is the plaintiff's suit must be bona fide and his cause of action must be prima facie unimpeachable, subject to his proving the allegations in the plaint. And the second is the court must have reason to believe on adequate materials that unless this extraordinary power is exercised, there is a real danger that the defendant will remove himself or his property from the ambit of the powers of the court. For example, Shreya claims money from Akash for the goods sold to him. Akash states that he does not owe any money and he may sell his property to pay off debts. Therefore, Shreya files a suit against Mr. Akash for recovery of money and an application for his arrest before judgment under Order 38 Rule 1, along with an affidavit stating he may sell his property to delay the proceedings. The civil code states that there is no adequate material on record that the defendant owes the plaintiff any money or that he may sell his property to delay the proceedings. Therefore, the application is rejected. Order 38 Rule 2 makes provisions for the defendant to deposit security as money or property if he is not able to prove why he should not furnish any amount as security for his appearance. In other words, he has to pay money to the court or keep his property as security if he is not able to prove that he will always appear before the court and not abscond. Rule 2 also makes provisions for a surety, a person who will pay the security amount if the defendant does not appear. For example, Shreya files a suit against Mr. Akash for recovery of money, along with an application for his arrest under Order 38, Rule 1. The court issues an arrest warrant against Mr. Akash to show cause why he should not furnish security for his appearance. Mr. Akash appears and states that he will appear and not abscond. The court is not convinced and states that the defendant has failed to show sufficient cause why he should not furnish security for his appearance. Thus, the defendant is directed to furnish a surety of Rs 50,000. Therefore, Mr. Pranav appears as surety for Mr. Akash and agrees to pay Rs 50,000 if Mr. Akash does not appear or absconds. Order 38 Rule 3 provides for the discharge of the surety. When the surety makes an application to the court to be discharged as the surety, the defendant is issued summons or warrant for arrest, and upon his appearance, the surety is discharged from his obligation, and the defendant is directed to find a fresh security. For example, Mr. Pranav files an application to be discharged as surety for the appearance of Mr. Akash. The court issues summons to Mr. Akash. Mr. Akash appears in response to the summons. Therefore, the court discharges Mr. Pranav as the surety and Mr. Akash is directed to furnish fresh security as a new surety of Rs 50,000. Order 38 Rule 4 provides that if the defendant fails to comply with any order under Rule 2, that is, if he fails to furnish security, or under Rule 3, that is, if he fails to furnish fresh security after discharge of previous security, the defendant may be detained in the civil prison, provided that no person shall be detained for more than 6 months in any case, and not more than 6 weeks if the amount or value of the subject matter of claim is not more than Rs 50. For example, Mr. Pranav is discharged as the surety and Mr. Akash is directed to furnish new surety. Mr. Akash fails to furnish new surety, therefore is committed to civil prison for a maximum of 6 months and shall be released if he furnishes fresh security at any time. Mr. Rohan appears as fresh surety for Mr. Akash. Therefore, the court releases Mr. Akash from civil prison. In the case of S. Selvarathinam versus Raja Shekharam Nair, it was held that an order of arrest made under Rule 1 of Order 38 can be said to be a case decided under Section 115 of the Code and is thus reversible. Thank you for watching. Do like, share and leave your comments and don't forget to subscribe.